Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Great Welfare Road Rugby Ground, home of Leicester Rugby. Paul, what do you think of tonight's game, sir?
I think Welfare Road has a lot of history to it, and what they saw tonight was a shock and a revelation. A Munster Academy that sat back and took a beating in the first half and came back in the second half and savaged Leicester to the point where there was just almost one score in it at one stage. And you have to look at those young lads and you have to admire what they did. They kept fighting against, a Premier League side, a European Cup winner side, all that. And these young academy boys kept at it. And some of them had a difficult night, there's no doubt about it. But God bless them, they were great overall. Never gave up the fight, kept going back at them, and it was tremendous.
Do you know, Paul, I would agree with you there. At half-time, it looked really bleak for Munster. However, that response in the second half against a very, very good Leicester outfit was superb.
Well, it's one of those sort of things where you see fellas getting a battering and they have the strength to get up and go harder at the guys who are giving them a battering. And that's what they did in the second half. They exploded, scored 2 tries, and suddenly were right back in the game. For several moments, it was anybody's game.
Absolutely.
So Munster came back and kicked ass, and it was great to see. Great to see the fire in the belly that never left them. Great to see tonight.
Do you know, Paul, I would agree. And do you know, certainly on tonight's second half performance, one would have to say that there's a bright future there.
Munster Rugby has always had big hearts and big lungs and big, power, skill, strength, determination, ferocity, all these great things over the years. And you see the little sparks now and again. You see little sparks of it and you think, yes, it's there.
Yes.
That fight back tonight was great. Didn't go their way. They're only young lads. Didn't go their way. At the end of the night, they're very, very fine. Leicester side, there's no doubt about it. But Munster never gave up, kept coming back at them. Young fellas learning their trade. I think they were magnificent.
Do you know, Paul, those are encouraging words. And I tell you, folks, the great Paul Smith. I had the joy of playing many years at London Irish with this man. Great rugby player. He knows his sport.
Rockwell man.
A Rockwell man, indeed.
So I love me Munster Rugby. I love me Munster Rugby. I'm a Leicester boy, Dublin man, but Rockwell for 4 years. So there's a lot of Munster in me as well. I love the whole Munster. I'm just delighted to be here. Scores don't really matter sometimes, but you see individuals doing special things when the chips are down. They stood up.
Absolutely.
That second half first was magnificent tonight.
Paul, I couldn't agree more. And do you know, Paul, as you've said there, it's a wonderful ground here. It's a beautiful ground.
Great ground.
And
they're good people. The Leicester people are great characters. They're lovely, friendly folk.
Lovely people.
Great to be with. Yeah.
I have to say, I've always had they're ferocious rivals, but I'll tell you something. I've always had a soft spot for Leicester Rugby.
Great club, great people. The fans are brilliant. They're genuine, hardcore rugby fans.
Absolutely.
They know their rugby. They don't, boo when the opposition's taking a kick. They respect them. In fact, one guy tonight at the bar intercepted my friend Johnny Malarkey trying to buy a round for eight people, and he just insisted on buying the drink for us. He said, no. And he said, no, and he just insisted.
Yeah.
We'll never meet the man again.
Yeah.
Just a nice guy. I'm not saying because he bought the drink, but the Leicester fans are great fans.
They're great fans. They are great fans. Paul, thanks a million, sir.
God bless you, Shane. It's great seeing you. God bless you.
Oh,